Four games of college hoops tonight. The first one we got is the Mountain West leading Nevada Wolfpack taking on the USC Trojans. Let's go first quarter. Quick three for Nevada. Score 3-3 is Jordan McLaughlin over to DeAndre Melton, who would answer with a three of his own. USC up by three, but a beautiful dunk by Cody Martin. Big game for Martin, 26 points. And he was not even Nevada's leading scorers. The Wolfpack getting the and one 3-point game. As D'Anthony Melton over to the big fella, Benny Boatwright, who would just extend to the three-point line. Bang, bang, bang. Big one for the Boat. He's sailing just like his three-pointers are sailing into the net. 1-point game. As Melton over to McLaughlin. Fall three. McLaughlin 17 points. Three right there for Nevada. Nevada up by 7 now in the second half. As Benny Boatwright over to Usher, at least he tried to get it over to Usher, but instead it would be a dunk for one of the Twins, and then a three-pointer for Nevada. They would extend it. Big run for Nevada here towards the beginning of the second half. Benny Boatwright with a tray ball, 22-point game. This Boatwright's three would be no good, but Aaron would get the putback. Nevada would win 92-73. Not very close, but a very close game we have here. Is a battle of ACC teams from the Sunshine State. The Seminoles, led by Darshim the Dream, taking on the U. Let's go. First half as Darshim the Dream. Big game for Bang Bang Brooks. 34 points, only 2 assists, but he did not need to pass when he was making shots for days. 14-3 Florida State. I said it was close, so just keep paying attention. As that one would be blocked by Kabengle. Darshim the Dream taking it coast to coast. And he would stop, pop, and drop, fall, three. 17-3 as Lonnie Walker would get the and one there. Now 29-23 all of a sudden here later in the first half. As Miami driving and an easy layup for the U. 3-point game now is Angola over to CJ Walker. Tough shot, but it goes in. 7-pointer now as the U with some multiple offensive boards with a putback. 7-point game. Miami losing his Terrence Mann in the corner. Bang, bang, bang. The big man, even though he's not that big, with the shot. Darshim the Dream extending his range from three, even though he eats threes like kids eat candy on Halloween. Darshim with a mid-ranger right there. 7-point game with about 5 minutes left is Angola over to Phil Kofer, who would get the beautiful slamma, jamma, take another look, boom. 9-point game now as in the, not really top of the key, but towards the wing. Wide open 3 for Miami. Now it's a 5-point game with just 2 minutes left is Darshim. Over to Trent Forrest. Forrest over to Darshim. Rough late second half for Darshim. He didn't make that one. Now 79 all as Darshim over to Kabengle. Kabengle back to Brooks, who would drive and he would miss it. It looked like he got blocked. Miami taking it coast to coast, and they would take the lead for probably the first time this game. 79-81. Darshim for the win. He's going to take his time. Not much time left on the shot clock. He makes it, but he steps out of bounds. Darshim made it, but he was out of bounds, and Miami wins 81-79. Now the third game, Kansas and Duke in a battle of two very historic programs. That was Charlie Moore who hit the dab. He isn't even allowed to play for transfer rules, which is kind of funny. As Spy Mikhailuk hitting the try ball, 6-point game. Nice little mid-ranger from Gary Trent Jr. Duke hitting a 3-pointer, giving them a 1-point lead. As they have a 1-point lead, but Udoka as a Buike would have something to say about that. Giving the Jayhawks a 1-point lead. Take another look at it. Beautiful dunk from Udoka as Malik Newman trying to hit the three, but he misses it. Rebounded by Bagley over to Trayvon Duval, who would find a wide open Tucker for free. 2-point game. Very next possession, LeGerald Vick would answer right back with a 3 of his own. Kansas up by 1. Nearing the end of the first half is Malik Newman wide open in the corner. Nothing but net. Wide open would be Duke hitting the 3. 4-point game now early in the second half as O'Connell's shot is no good. But Duke gets the and 1 courteous of a foul by Mikhailuk. Duke up by 1 later in the second half, but Mitch Lightfoot, top of the key for 3. Nice little 3-pointer from Duval. 3-point lead for Kansas as Devonte Graham would find Malik Newman, who would hit the tray ball. 2-point Kansas lead. Marvin Bagley would miss an easy layup, and Malik Newman would take it coast to coast, but he would be blocked by the Blue Devils. Grayson Allen would get the and 1, giving Duke the lead. Duke is up by 1. As Devonte Graham over to Newman. Newman over to Vick, over to LeGerald Vick, who would hit the easy shot. And Duke would hit a beautiful 3 right there, but it doesn't matter as Kansas would win 85-81 in Cameron Indoor Stadium, might I add. Final game of the day will be Oklahoma and Trae Young taking on Arizona and the Sun Devils. So let's see how this one can go. First half, Trae Young, he just launched up a bomb to start the game off, and he nailed it. He had a few of those shots. 34 points, I believe, for Trae Young. Nice and 1 right there from the Sun Devils. 7-point game is Christian James over to Manic, back to James, over to Trae Young. Rest is history when he has the ball. Nice little 3-pointer right there from Zona State, as it's just a 3-point game now. Trae Young launches a meteor, and let's just say the earth is ending. The world is over after that meteor went off the backboard for an easy shot. Another easy shot, though, for Arizona State. 10-point game as if a big fella would almost get it stolen from him, but he would find someone, I don't know a lot of players on Arizona State, who would get the bucket as Manic would stop, pop, and drop with the tray. 17-point lead for the Sooners. Trae Young's just going to make a 20-point lead. Too easy. Trae Young, again, story of the game. Oklahoma would win 92-70. No mercy for the Devils of the Sun.